Hello, welcome. I'm Jen, and I'm here today. Today is December 7th. It's Pearl Harbor Day, and it is also full moon in Gemini. So my life has been kind of like all over the place. So, like, when am I going to get this done? When am I going to get this in? And then I was like, did I miss it? Miss my opportunity? I'm like, no, this gave me another opportunity to go live and share this with you. So I'm just so thrilled to be here and to share this information because this is really like um, pivotal times. Yes, it's turning point time. And I'm going through my turning points, which I'm pretty open about. And I do the work on myself so I can authentically be there for you. So that is the purpose of me doing all of the back stuff, but then I have to bring it forward, right? So it's the balancing of the energy. And that is really what the full moon is all about because the sun and the moon are in opposition. And this moon is reflecting the light from the sun, right? Which is constant. Even when the sun is hidden from us and we see the brightness of the moon, it's because it's reflected because they're on opposite sides. All right. So what is in opposition? It is the sun is in the sign of Sagittarius, right? Which is a fire sign. It is, excuse me, a mutable sign. I did warm up my voice before I got on, but we're just going to let it be so you know. Um, and the moon is in Gemini, all right, and it's also a mutable sign. So they are both yang or masculine energy signs, right? We have the element of fire in Sagittarius, and we have the element of air in Gemini. So both of them are very forward moving, right? It's kind of like the thought process of the moon, right? The Gemini, and we're shining the light, and the fire from the Sagittarius is lighting that fire and saying, move forward. Don't just keep it in. Move forward. Create the shifts that you need to create. One of the big things about a full moon is releasing stuff that no longer serves you, right? It could be actual physical things, it can be mindsets or behavior patterns. So for me, I'm editing a lot, both physically. I'm going through my house, like what is still meaningful to me? What do I not need anymore? What's broken, but I'm holding on to it because it's sentimental? So there's that. And then there's the behavior patterns, the mindset patterns, the tendency to be self-critical. When that's not useful, right, I can shift it. And I'll tell, self-criticism is not a bad thing, but if it's just putting me down that rabbit hole of proving to myself all the things that are wrong with me, and I just go deeper and deeper into it, I can like drown in that mindset. Right. And I hope this resonates with you. If you can let me know if it does. It's a tendency that we have. And there's things outside of us, right? Other people, other critics that will just reinforce that. So if I'm thinking I'm doing a good job, this is when it really hits. And then someone says, "Who do you think you are? Like, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like I was shining my light too bright. I need to kind of cover up and hide." Right. And when we get into that, if I take the criticism of noticing like someone doesn't want me to shine my light, and a part of me is afraid to shine my light. However, can I look at that criticism and be like, I'm going to do it anyway? Because if I keep hiding behind my fear, behind my shame, behind all of that, and we all have that, that's common. then when we're done, right, with this incarnation, and it's like we never showed up. So this is what I'm sharing with you because this is what I'm experiencing. And this is one of the aspects of life that I am noticing. So that's what the signs give us, right? The Gemini is the thinking and the communication. Its planet is Mercury, which is really interesting because Mercury is going into retrograde December. Let me get the date right. I think it's 18th or 19th. And it's going to be for almost a month, right? But then we feel it before and we feel it after. So you can start feeling it even next week. So that I just want to kind of share that with you. And Mercury in retrograde, we kind of do go inward. I might sneeze. We do go inward. So now is our time to like let go and create those actions that is required of us now, whatever that is. So then we can go into that quieter retrospective space that the retrograde, right? Get it? Offers us. So if we're putting ourselves out there during retrograde, we could get a harsher pushback, right? The electronics malfunction, people misunderstand what we're trying to say, texts like, oh, it gets pretty big. Even contracts, something can be off on that. And that's a real thing. I've experienced that as well, where like a contract didn't spell everything out as you wanted and you just sign it like, terms and conditions, you don't read it, you just check it off. All right. So avoid those kind of things in retrograde. And we want to review, go back and it's a great time for healing past wounds. So my Mercury in retrograde is not a bad thing. And that the planet ruled by Mercury, Gemini, is in the full moon right at the crux of starting to feel the effects of Mercury in retrograde. All right. So that is one, and it's a slowing down. It doesn't actually go backwards, but it appears to go backwards. So it's the slowing down, right? Usually Mercury's really fast, right? Gemini is really fast. They're fast talkers, fast thinkers. They don't lag. And sometimes it's hard to keep up, if that's not your energy. Yeah. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is known as the lucky planet, right? Of good fortune, right? And abundance and prosperity and like a sense of joyfulness, expansion, right? So I was talking about shrinking. We want to expand. We want to shine our light as the sun is shining its light on the moon. Shine your light. And it really balances this energy, right? And I've been getting a lot of messages to focus on balance, right? And we are in a state of balance, right? We've been very into that patriarchal, strong, harsh energy, and the more feminine or yin energy has kind of been discredited or pushed to the side. And when we bring them together and we bring them together in a balance, there's like this beautiful dance that happens. And I'm really excited about it. I've just been inspired. I went for a walk this morning and I'm like, oh, wow. Like I kind of get it now, right? Because I have like a lot of focus on the feminine and I'm bringing more focus in the masculine because the masculine was kind of villainized, right? And now it's like, can we bring it together so it's integrated, right? It's not separated. There's a marriage, there's a dance between, right, the energies. So with that, I want to introduce to you a online course that I am offering December 19th. It will be at 7 o'clock on Eastern Standard Time. December 19th is a Monday, so we have a couple of weeks. I'm just really excited. I'm putting like my whole heart into it. If this is a yes for you, if you kind of feel like out of balance or you're leaning one way or the next, or you feel like you've been indulging too much, this is going to help with balancing your energy so we can be relaxed and peaceful and energized and motivated. All right. So that is the energy, the balancing of those energies that I want to bring forward into 2023. All right. We've been through so much, right? The past few years, right? And now it's like, how do we want to create? How do we want to show up? And how do we want to experience this life, right? And there's a few practices, a few things from my yoga training that I'm going to offer that are really quick and easy, and you'll feel the effects right away. But I'm also going to be talking, about the different practices and the principles, both from science and from the ancient teachings, yoga being amongst them. And then we'll just kind of bring it all together, and I'll bring you into a meditation, which is going to just help the mind be receptive to the information and the practices. And there will be a recording available, so you have it whenever you need to refer to it. So it's a really good investment in yourself. It's not huge. It's $44. I wanted to make it easier for everybody because I want everybody to feel balanced and happy and have some easefulness in this life, and you being able to do that for yourself instead of waiting for your favorite healer or massage therapist to be available. It's like you can take care of yourself right now in the moment. All right, so I just got inspired to just do a breathing practice with you now. So I love using my hands, right? So we are connecting physically to ourselves, and one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, right? So we're bringing balance here, and closing your eyes or looking downward. So you're letting go of the outside and drawing inward. And as you take your next breath in, let your navel come out so you feel your belly expand and open into that lower hand. And then lift your heart up into the upper hand. So there's like a little lift, a little back extension. And then as you exhale, relax your chest back down and then draw your navel in and really squeeze it, right? And then do that 3 more times. Inhale, expand and lift. Exhale, relax and contract. See, we could do both at the same time. You're bringing more oxygen into the body. Your nervous system, your central nervous system is responding. Last one. Good, good, good. Just take a moment. Just notice how you feel as you resume the natural rhythm of your breath. And I really hope to see you online. I'm really excited to share this information. It's been helpful for me on my journey, and I hope and trust it will be helpful for you as well if it is resonating with you. Namaste, and I'll talk to you soon.